Yeah.
I'm like ready for the beat to drop, like boom.
Boom. Yeah, I know. Everybody puts the glow sticks in the air. Wow, put your fingers in the air.
What? Shout out to Andy
Dude.
B. Rest in peace. The
Bro,
international playboy. He was
yeah,
like,
so
what?
we used to DJ with this guy called Andy B. I don't know if I ever told you this, Adley. Andy used to tell me that he would let the earwax grow in his ear intentionally so his headphones wouldn't be so loud.
That is the most disgusting
I know.
thing I've
He was
ever
like,
heard.
I won't clean my ears
And I loved
intentionally.
Andy B. Loved Andy B, man. That's crazy.
Dude, so that's my first Andy B fact for you. I second Andy B fact. I remember one time you, me, and Andy B were DJing a club.
Jeez.
It was the Chino brothers were hosting the club, and Andy was DJ. He was on the tables.
Was it Bugsy's?
Man, I kind of was that the one that was in the mall, like that strip mall.
Strip mall? Yeah.
Yeah, it was Bugsy's. So we were hosting. Dude, remember we'd get on the mic when we were hosting? We'd be like, "This place is cracking, man!" And the girl drove by. She's like, "They lying?" Remember?
That happened at the Wildcat House to me too. So yeah, a few places like, oh man, you got to get down here. It's bumping. All kinds of ladies. Ain't nobody up in there.
Yeah, but anyway, so Andy, we were giving away T-shirts, Hot 98.3 T-shirts, and you were like, "Ladies, Andy B has personally tried each one of these shirts on," and it was like we had some corny like wet T-shirt contest or something. It was one of those pervy things that Alan Herman put together that we had to put our face on because we were poor.
Gosh.
We needed gigs.
Needed the extra $18 or whatever.
Well, it was before like people wanted us at their club. So like, you know, by the time Metro Stevie was paying us $100 a piece to not go anywhere, we had to do our little thing to get people
Called
to like
paying
us.
views. It was a thong contest.
Was it a thong contest?
Yes,
Oh,
because I remember
fudge.
girls doing the splits and on stage and showing off the thong, and you're just like,
Dude, it was they always made me and Adlai do the most pervy things. Like we had to do the thong contest, we had to do a bikini contest. We did this bikini contest,
wet T-shirt
folks.
contest.
Yeah, we did this bikini contest, and every week the women would wear the same bikinis. So there'd be a woman who'd been dancing all night. And let me tell you guys something. The Chino brothers set the party off. So we would light that place up. These women would be dancing. So you know they're sweating in their undercarriage and then wearing a used bathing suit.
The term was swamp coochie.
Yeah.
I think is what it was. Yeah, it would get nasty, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
It's
Adlai
bad.
would play records for them to dance, and I would walk back and forth in front of them with the microphone in my hand, just cussing. Just cussing. You remember that, Adlai?
Yeah, do you remember the plunger and toilet
Oh, that was the
paper
worst.
room?
We only did that once. Yeah.
I'll let you describe it.
So our idiot boss that also had all these other stupid ideas for us, he was like, "Hey, you guys, I got a great idea." And we're like, "Fudge, man, we need these radio jobs, man. He's going to fire us if we don't do his stupid ideas." And you know what, bro? This is what made me even more mad. It was after we'd scammed Kevin on that door trick. Remember? We'd gotten the door off of Kevin. We're like, "Hey, bro, $1 ahead of door each for the Chino
that's not a
brothers
scam.
after
That was
200."
business.
Sure. $1 apiece after 200 for the Chino brothers. And we got back there, and Alan Herman started trying to run the place. And we're like, "Bro, you are going to kill this club with your corny horse crap." Yeah, so here was the plunger thing, and then we'll tell you about our guest tonight, folks. So our idiot
I'll act it out
general
while you're telling us.
manager, our idiot general manager was this perverted old white dude from like Fresno or something. And he drove this corny Corvette. This Corvette was so corny. Like it was like the wackest like 1980s corny Corvette. And it said Hot 98.3 on the license plate.
I think you just said Hot 98, by the way.
Oh, maybe it did, huh?
Yeah.
But anyway, so then this corny J.O. would always want to hang out with me and Adlai because we were the hot club act in Tucson. So he wanted people to know that he knew us. It's like, dude, I don't want anyone knowing this guy knows me. So one night we go to this Halloween party, and this dude asked us to dress up. He's like, "You guys gonna dress up?" But we had these jerseys for the radio station that had our names on them. So I was like, "All right, yeah, we'll dress up, Alan. We'll dress up." So I hand Adlai my jersey. Adlai hands me his jersey, and I'm going as Adlai. Adlai's going as Sketch because that was my radio name, Sketch. So we're walking in, and we see Alan Herman. Adlai, you want to describe what happened when we saw Alan?
He was dressed up call it a costume or whatever, but he was dressed up as a woman. Call it drag if you want, and he was there
with fishnet
all
stockings,
made up.
bro.
Yes, the
Bro,
fishnet stockings.
he looked way
the
too
heels.
comfortable in that Halloween costume, bro. He looked way too comfortable. Like he looked like that Halloween costume and him had spent some time together, bro. Like don't act like he just got that out of the package, homeboy. I knew for sure that he was doing some Silence of the Lambs weirdness in that freaking thing. Anyways, so this man now almost owns our lives. Like we fucking work for this cat. Like we're fucking. I'm cussing. Like we freaking work for this cat. Like, sorry about that, guys. I never. This is the first time I ever cursed on the Chino Brothers. That's how much I don't like this guy. By the way, I gave up making fun of the government for Lent, so there's probably a lot of pent up aggression that's been.
We're only a week in.
I know, dude. It's not easy.
You got 32 more days.
Come on, we gotta get to clever. Yeah. So this dude tells us, I got the perfect idea for you at your nightclub. And we had this place on fire, you guys. And I know every DJ says that, but I'm not lying to you. This place was smoking. It was so hot. Okay. Alan comes and says, no more bikini contest. Here's my new contest. A man will put a plunger between his legs and it is, Josh. I actually am using that, and I hit that before I got on, and we should sell that product, Josh. You are 100% correct on that product. It is on point, my friend. Anyways, let me get back to what I'm saying. So Alan says the man should have a plunger between his legs, and the woman should have a roll of toilet paper between her legs, and the man should walk across the stage, like because there was a stage on top of the dance floor, to get to the lady and stick the plunger inside her toilet paper and run back. And I'm like, bro, we're not a summer camp, dude. Nobody wants to play this idiot game, dude. Like, this isn't Nickelodeon, bro. You gonna slime somebody next? Like, we're playing hip hop records, so bro. Like, I'm trying to put on Mystical right now, dude. I ain't trying to listen to your old corny monkey, you know what, bro? Come on now.
Oh, that's too funny, dude. Oh my gosh. And we actually had people participate, right? And then they were like a free drink.
Yeah, dude, we did have people participate. I had to put my best salesmanship on and be like, excuse me, sir. And that club had gotten grimy by that point, too. So you're talking to gangsters at this point and being like, hey, bro, you know this guy could slit your throat right there. You're like, hey, bro, would you mind if you and your hyena come on up with me over here and do some weird stuff in front of people? It's like, what, are you out of your mind, dude? I don't want to ask these people
Oh, my
this.
Gosh, dude.
All right, come on. We've been wasting too much time.
Scary.
Tell me about DJ Clever and why he's on the show.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is exciting because DJ Clever, Rocky Escobedo, a man of many talents, finally is coming on the Chino Brothers. And so many things about him that I know, but I know there's more. Marine veteran, went to Thailand and, started DJing.
You were stuck on this Thailand thing.
Well, yeah, because that's the motherland for
National
me.
heritage of Adlai. Adlai remembers he's Asian one day out of every 27 or something.
Every
like
once
that.
in a while.
He's like, oh, yeah, I am. I'm not white. I wondered why that cop was following me. But anyway, go on.
And he also has a barbershop here in town and also flips vehicles too, really into lowriders and stuff too. He's always mobbing in the low, dude. And again, a man of many talents. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for DJ Clever.
Yeah, Woo! DJ Clever, what's up, man?
What up? What's happening?
Bro, when I was cutting the promo for you this week, I saw that Cadillac of yours, bro. That is nice. Tell us about it.
Well, I mean, it's all right. I'm still working on it, so give me 2 more months. But I actually bought it from this old man, right? And I drove to Washington to get it. Because this old man, he was like 80-some years old, always in the garage. And he never freaking did anything with it, you know what I mean? So I had this idea. I should have just put wheels on it and I've been good, you know what I mean? But I said, nah, it's not, it's not flashy enough for me, you know what I mean? So I should have sent you a picture, dude. And I just freaking ripped everything out of the interior, repainted. Yeah, dude. Everybody's like, hey, Clever, what the hell's wrong with you, dude?
I mean, that caddy was already cherry, too. That caddy was sweet.
It was clean?
Oh my gosh, you should see this thing, Adlai. It looked like it just came off the showroom floor.
Yeah,
Like,
Oh,
yeah.
dang, dude.
you didn't
Clever.
watch the
Hey.
promo, man.
I watched
I
it.
know,
I
right?
saw it. I was like, yeah.
It's in the promo.
What about
That's
me,
like-
bro?
Yeah. So yeah, man, that's sick though.
Yeah, but I mean, I've had a lot of lowriders through my days, I guess. You know what I mean? I think when I was 16 and I bought a 69 Impala.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
God
yeah. It was
bless.
Hey,
cool.
where'd you grow up at? Did you grow up here in Bakersfield?
No, I'm from Shafter, actually.
All right, well,
Another
let's
small
get
town dude.
let's get to the story then of DJ
Yeah.
Clever. Here we go. So you're from Shafter, you said, correct? Is that the name of the town?
Shafter.
Shafter, yeah.
Shafter, okay. And so I live in Pittsburgh, Clever, so I'm not real familiar with Bakersfield,
Okay.
but I grew up in West Covina, and me and Adlai used to DJ together in Arizona. So I'm only recently an East Coast person. I grew up on the West Coast.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
but explain Shafter to us. Where's Shafter at in relation to Bakersfield?
Well, Shafter, it's a small town. You know what I mean? That's where I was raised. And it's probably about 15, 20 minutes away from Bakersfield.
Okay.
So
It's another one of those kind of outside of the main part, but yeah, it's not too far. And Shafter's known for the Rose Festival. Is that am I
No.
correct? Or is
No,
that
that's
Wasco?
Wasco. That's
Oh, okay.
Wasco, yeah.
Okay, Wasco, Shafter are kind of next to each other too. So Shafter's known for
Meth.
man. Okay,
It's known for being close to Bakersfield. All right. So Clever. How old are you when you start DJing?
When I actually started DJing on turntables, I was always good with music, you know what I mean? Shafa something. Anyway, so it was it was all music, you know what I mean? When I was growing up though, oldies. And it's funny because
Like Art LeBeau oldies or like the Beatles?
yeah.
Art LeBeau oldies. I got you.
like OG oldies, you know what I mean? But the thing is, my dad was a minister. So so I wasn't able to listen to like everybody else could from school, you know what I mean? So
All right, what was your era? What was your hip hop era? Like when you were in 5th grade?
5th grade, man, dude.
Well, when did you start listening to music?
When I started listening to, I mean, come on, I was born in '79, so '89, I guess. You know what I mean? When I was like 10,
Okay.
and a lot of it was just old school. You know what I mean? Oldies or on the radio. You know what I mean?
I
remember this dude on. Well, it wasn't even. Was it hot? I don't remember, but it was KKXX.
AKXX. Okay, that's one of the original stations out here. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember Cosmo. Cosmo, he was just an MC, you know what I mean? So I would call the guy, you know what I mean? I was a little kid and he would answer and he's like, hey, what's up, you know? I was like, hey, I was just talking about music, you know what I mean? And he would be like, hold on. And I was like, hey, I got to go to school tomorrow though, dude, you know what I mean? Come on, I was in 5th grade, bro. But, so I always liked that stuff, you know? But a lot of it was just oldies, bro. And then early 90s and stuff like that. But, a lot
MC
of
Hammer.
yeah, stuff, whatever's on the radio.
Okay.
When did you start listening to hip hop?
At that area, I guess. I mean that era, you know what I mean?
About early 90s?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I'm in 7th grade, 8th grade maybe, and I think the Chronic came out. You know what I mean? Was it 93?
Right around there. Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, 92, 93. Yeah.
Yeah. So I came up on this CD, bro. So I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? So I get to the house and I hide it. You know what I mean? I want to get hid, man. So my dad would have beat me, dude.
The minister? Wait, what was it Catholic or what? What is it?
No, my Christian.
Okay.
Yeah. So check it out, bro. So I put it under the bed. You know what I mean? It's kind of, excuse me, hard to say that, but whatever. Anyway, so I come home, and I look at my bed, and it was moved, bro. So I was like, oh, hell no, dude. So heck no, bro. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was a bad day for me, bro. Until my dad got home. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Like, he's like,
So he found it?
Did you get the
Yeah,
belt?
he found it. Yeah. Because he was always make sure that I'm not doing things that I shouldn't be doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got the beat down, bro.
How old are
And
you
here's
at this
the thing
point?
too.
Wait, how old are you at this point?
I was what? Okay, so 17, 16, 15, 14, 13.
13 years
12?
old? Okay.
And
12 or 13.
even though Shafter's kind of a small town, drama can happen there.
Of course.
Yeah. I mean, even though these small towns outside of the big towns,
it's a town where you could get shot. In other words, like, oh, you can get shot, like that type of town.
I mean, anywhere you can get.
Yeah.
But,
Now,
You know who says anywhere you can get shot? People from cities where you could get shot. So like, people who aren't from cities where you can get shot, they're like, get shot? What are you talking about? People from cities where you can get shot, your homeboy will say something like that to you, and then your homeboy in return says exactly what Clever says. 'Cause I was talking, me and my homeboy, I got a homeboy called Bryant, dude. Me and him go back and forth all the time about our neighborhood we grew up in, right? Dude, and this cat had it bad, dude. First of all, he was a white dude, and there wasn't a lot of white people where I'm from. You know, there are a lot of like Latinos and like maybe Asian people, but not a lot of white people. So Bryant, dude, when we were growing up, his mom was so poor that she'd buy him cowboy boots. So when his pants would get, too long or too short, they just keep going up on the boots. Hold on, bro, because it gets worse. Then hold on, it gets worse. Then when his feet got too big, she cut the front of his boots off, and she was like, just tell everybody they're sandals. All right. I know. Now listen, Bryant, he became like an officer in the military, and like he really, really did well for himself, you know what I mean? But I swear to you, he's embarrassed of where we're from. So every time we get in this argument, he's like, what are you talking about? We were from this wonderful place. And I'm like, bro, you don't remember that you didn't have real shoes? Like you had pretend shoes, dude. That's not even a normal thing. Anyways, I'm cutting in. So let's get back to this. So your dad gives you the spanking, and were you like, dude, I got it. Like, were you like repenting, like, God, please, Lord, take this one of music away from my heart, or were you like, I got to figure out how to trick my way back into some good music?
No, it was as our age, you know what I mean, young, we don't listen, you know what I mean? So it's like whatever. I'm like, that was it. You know what I mean? That was a cheesy belt you hit me with, but whatever. No. You know what I mean? but anyway, so I kept doing that, and then so I go to the Marine Corps, okay? Let's just fast forward to 1998, okay? And still listening, music, doing all that stuff. And, I was a mechanic, actually, when I was in the Marine Corps. So did my job. I was a good Marine. I actually got promoted very quick, I was 21 and I was a sergeant already. So, if somebody knows about that, they'll know how the rank thing goes, whatever. So anyways, we went to a lot of places, bro. You know what I mean?
And Alaska has babies in every one of those places, Adelaide. That's what he's confessing, man. Clever. This goes worldwide, bro. We got a worldwide audience, man. You're about to get caught, bro.
Right? I'm like, that was many years ago. No, I'm just playing. I'm married now. Anyway, so yeah. So I'm saying the first time I went to Alaska. And I didn't realize how cold it is. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we stayed there for about 3-4 months, came back. I was stationed in Camp Pendleton. And me, like an idiot, I was new. So I remember the gunny, he's like, who wants to go to Alaska? I'm the only one to put my hand up. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, and they're like, what an idiot, dude. You know what I mean? I'm like, why not, dude? I mean, this is cool.
You want to go to Hawaii, bro, not Alaska.
Right? Which I could have chose, but that was a different story. But anyway, so I go to Alaska, I come back, and then it was a good thing I did go, because they said in the military, in the Marine Corps, you get on a mule. So the mule is basically, you for 6 months, you get on a ship, and it takes you everywhere. You know what I mean? So that's what I did. I got on a ship, went Hawaii first, banging, 4 or 5 days, and yeah, it was
Oh yeah.
So
that's right outside of Waikiki too. Heck yeah.
Yeah. So we stay in Hawaii, get back on the ship, and it's not good for me, dude. You know what I mean? Because the Navy, yeah, they're always on the ship. You know what I mean? But all you see is water, bro. You know what I mean? You see the same dude, same bunk. You know what I mean? It's like you're in prison, dude.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you wanna go out and have some fun, bro. Especially you're young. You know what I mean? You don't got a wife. You want to go out on the town, meet a nice girl. You want to have a couple beers.
Yeah, exactly, bro. You know what I mean? So you stay on the water for weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, and I smoke cigarettes. So at that time they said, "Oh, you know what? You guys can't smoke for 10 hours." I'm like, "Really, dude?"
Oh, that's
I'm like,
horrible.
Yeah.
That is
yeah,
horrible.
yeah. So then they give me a chew. You know what I mean? Come on, dude. I'm Mexican, homie. I don't. You know what I mean?
Kevin, ship life ain't for everyone. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I tried it. You know what I mean? It wasn't for me, dude. So anyways, we go to Hawaii and we stopped in Singapore. And yeah, it was interesting. It was an interesting place because it's very clean, And then they told us, they're like, you know what? You can't walk and chew gum. You can't throw it on the floor. You can't. You have to a place to smoke. I'm like, get out of here, dude. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, yeah, I wasn't gonna take those chances. You know
No,
what I mean?
man, that dude got caned in Singapore, bro.
That's right.
But I'll tell you right now, I like that idea. You know what I mean? Because, like,
Keeps
dude,
it clean.
It's so nice and clean. People are friendly with one another. No scumbags. You know, you go to the 7-Eleven, no kids going up splashing all around. You're like, hey, man, whose kids are these? You know, everybody's polite. Get me to Singapore. But anyways, go on.
So we're in Singapore, and I remember, bro. So I had younger guys under me. You know what I mean? Which I was still young myself, but I remember my gunny. He's like, come here, Escobedo. We're gonna go to Singapore, and after that, we go to Thailand. I said, all right, cool. You know. He's
Here
like,
comes the Thailand story.
yeah, right. So he's like, he's like, I'm gonna tell you something right now. You have to be careful with these guys, and he's like, because there's a lot of he-she's. Come on, I'm only 20 years old. Man, I'm like, what are those, dude?
Yeah, that's what we're proud of. Thanks.
Yeah. Hey, bro. I mean, I'm sure there's here somewhere too, but whatever. Anyway, so yeah, so we do that, but I didn't know what he was talking about, honestly. You know, he's like, they're he-she's. I'm like, well, what is that? And he's like, oh my god, dude. And he's like, they're freaking dudes, and they look like chicks. Okay. I said, yeah, right, dude. Again, you know what I mean? I'm like, whatever, dude. So we get there, right? And,
Bro, there's some trickers. I'm telling you, you got to watch
boy.
yourself, bro.
yeah. And, oh, yeah, okay. So anyway, so we get there, right?
Sword fighting, Frankie.
But anyway, so we get there, and it's like a tropical thing, you know what I mean? I didn't know that, dude. So we get there, chanclas, freaking wife beater, and actually it was a basketball tournament, you know? So we were like, cool, we get to the spot, and it was hot, dude, you know what I mean? It's like humid and stuff like that. So we play a game, right? We win. We're like, all right, cool, we're just gonna wait for the next game. So we go outside, and it's freaking raining, dude. Like, I'm like, I thought we got her and it was hot, dude. You know what I mean? It was only an hour later and it was freaking raining, man, crazy like that. You know what I mean? So, anyways, we lose and then we start drinking. You know what I mean? That's what Marines do, bro. You know what I mean? Sorry. How was that? So the second day comes and then we found a bar, you know? And so we get there. It was kind of cool, you know what I mean? So I'm in the freaking bar area, you know what I mean? But I had like 5 guys under me, you know what I mean? So I'm watching these cats, you know what I mean? Having a good time, bro. You know what I mean? Well, these ladies,
oh no,
they're on those boxes, you know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, you know what I mean? And I remember my gunny told me though, he's like, you know what? When there's a freaking he's like, check their package, you know what I mean?
Oh boy.
Yeah, he's like, you got to check their packages to see if it's a dude or a chick. I mean, I was like, yeah, whatever. I mean, so I had already told them about that. So yeah, no, that really happened, bro. He's up there on the box, bro, dancing, boom, 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 and he starts scamming with this chick, right?
Oh no!
So I'm like, dang, bro. So I really, come on, we were drinking. I wasn't thinking, so I think I was drinking a Corona or something like that, and then it clicked. Bro. I was like, oh snap. So I'm trying to get his attention. I'm like, hey, you know what I mean? So he's out there getting it, bro.
All right, hold on a sec, real quick. For all of you who are watching who aren't from Southern California, scamming on a chick means making out with a girl.
Oh, yeah.
So anyways, go ahead.
Sorry.
I know,
Yeah,
but
so
like that, like if you're from Southern California, that was the middle school lingo. Like everybody knew that middle school lingo. Although you're
right,
younger than us and you got that same middle school lingo. But anyways, go on.
yeah, scamming or
Yeah.
whatever it is. Anyway, so at that time, that was in 2001, dude, and it's like TJ over there. I can't remember what that song, dude. It's like like you
Yeah.
know what I mean. So it
Okay,
was
yeah.
like every bar, every thing, it was the same song over and
The
over,
Magic
dude.
Mountain song.
Yeah,
Remember? They had the Magic Mountain commercial.
that's
Yes,
right.
yes, yes.
Yeah, and then the Baker Boys use it. The Baker Boys are coming. Dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun, dun, dun.
yeah. And so anyway, dude, so we go, and then finally dude sees me, right? So I'm like, hey, bro. I was like, hey, check the package, homie. So he's like, oh, he's right, bro. Yeah, it was a bad deal, bro, because he's like, whoo, and he's like, oh, his face is big. He's
Oh
like,
no.
oh. So I'm like, oh, damn. I'm like, what do we do now? You know what I mean? So, as Marines and drunk dudes, you know what I mean? So he hits. Yeah, bro.
Oh, no.
I said, hey, we're in a freaking different country first, dude.
Yeah.
And, but there was a lot of them. I thought they were all girls, dude. No, they're all dudes, bro. So, yeah,
Oh, boy.
we had to shake the spot quick, dude. So we ran and got to the freaking, to the ship. So I'm counting these fools, you know what I mean? You. And I was like, cool, you know what I mean? At least we made it there, you know what I mean? And then we laughed, dude.
Oh,
Then we
man.
laughed. Hey, we clowned them for like, man, the whole month as the shit.
Oh,
Man.
absolutely, bro. I would never stop clowning that cat. Like,
Oh,
I'm never
God.
gonna say his name, dude. You know what I mean?
That was a long time ago. Gavin,
I remember his
banana
name.
special.
I mean, you don't have to say his name, Clever, but I promise you this: every time everybody talk about him, they'll be like, "Hey, you know Tony? Which Tony? Transgender Tony? Oh yeah, that Tony. Okay, yeah.
Lady boy Tony.
Yeah, Ladyboy Tony was probably his name forever, bro.
Yeah,
Dog.
bro.
That's great. That's great.
So
How,
one
how long
okay.
were you in the Marines for? How long were you there for?
I actually did 5 years, bro. 5
Okay,
years because so we leave Singapore, right? And this is where it really happens, bro. I was in Thailand, okay, and it was a
Can't get enough
stupid
of
thing
that
for me,
place.
huh?
Can't get
Oh, dude,
enough
you
of
want to
that
go to
place.
Thailand, dude? If you don't have to be rich, dude, to
To
live in
ball
Thailand.
out. Dude, hold on, Clever. I'll tell you this. So I saw a video about that where like how cheap it was to live in Thailand. So I started going down this Thailand rabbit trail on YouTube, right? And then I saw this dude. He was this nerdy old white dude, and he had this hot girlfriend. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna show all the homies. So all these guys were coming to my shop. I said, bro, you got to see this. Look. So I'm showing them. I said, look at this old nerdy dude. Look at this hot chick. Finally, my homeboy Chris Urbanik goes, dude, that's not a chick, bro. That's what are you talking about, man? It doesn't have an Adam's apple, nothing. So we're all sitting there, right? It was me, this dude Karan, and this dude Frank White. And then Frank White goes, check the comments, check the comments. So we're like, okay, cool. So we start scrolling up, right? Reading the comments. First comment says, your fiance is beautiful. You're so lucky to marry such a beautiful woman. The next comment in the video, dude was from Australia. So I always say this one in an Australian accent. It said this, that's not a girl. That's a lady boy, mate. Next comment after that was the dude that put the video up, and he was like, it's none of your business what gender my fiance is. I was like, oh yeah, that's a dude, bro. That's definitely a dude.
That's gross, dude.
That's crazy.
You know what I
Oh my
mean?
gosh.
Like, that's definitely a dude, because if somebody said that, like if somebody said that about your wife, like that's a lady boy, you'd be like, why would you say that about my wife? That is so
Right?
weird. You wouldn't say, it's none of your business what gender my wife is. You know what I mean?
Right?
But anyways, yeah, so you're going back to Thailand.
She
Go
went
ahead.
back.
Right. Okay, so we go to Thailand, right? And then again, Singapore was clean, bro. It looked a regular freaking country like us, like a little bit. So we go to Thailand, bro. Man, and we were on the water for probably a whole month, dude. And we're like, we need to get out of here. You know what I mean? So finally, bro, we freaking we dock right there, and there's a lot of freaking tutus.
Oh, the
Adelaide, you
little
probably know
cart
what the-
thingies?
Yeah.
It's like the little mini car, and it has the
Tuk-tuks.
canopy on it.
Yeah,
Tuk-tuk.
tuk-tuks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like a taxi, okay?
Yeah, I want one of those. Think about that
Let's
gas
go.
mileage, dog. Think about that gas mileage. Go ahead. Yeah, you're
Right
paying
now, yeah.
$7 over there or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. So we go, right, and there's a lot of them waiting because that's what they do. You know what I mean? So we found a little tutu, whatever, and he tells us, he's like, "Where do you guys want to go?" And I was like, "Anywhere, dude. Anywhere. Just get us out of here." You know what I mean? So, you know, we're hungry, so take us somewhere to go. So we're going. He's just like, "Oh," you know what I mean? We're like, "Where?" You know? And then you see how the city is, bro. You see if they're walking elephants, little kids, dude, with like no shoes. Wow, dude. Wow. I was like, whoa, dude. I thought it was like in a movie or something. You know what I mean? But whatever. So we go to this restaurant, dude, and we're bigger guys. You know what I mean? Thai people, not talking
Kind of
about you,
smaller.
Adelaide,
Yeah,
but
yeah, I got you.
a
In
little bit
height.
smaller than us. You know what I mean? Plus, we're Marines. Go to the gym twice a day. You know what I mean? It's all the bigger dude. You know what I mean? So we're all my other guys. So we're like, all right, we get there, and the Thai dude goes and talks to the freaking manager, right? Or he was the owner. I don't know what he was, but they're talking, whatever. We look at each other, like, hold on, bro. You know what I mean? What are they talking about? So they come back, and then the manager comes. He's like, you just follow us. You know what I mean? We're like, all right, I guess. You know what I mean? So I look at my boy, right? I was like, hey, dude, should we go? And he's like, fool, we're bigger than all of these fools. Let's go. You mean there's three of us. It was me, Barber, and some other dude from Texas. He was a freaking lame-o dude, but he was a sergeant, so he had to come and talk me out, dude. So we go, right? And then we're like, what are we looking at, bro? You know what I mean? And it's just like a big old sheet, you know what I mean? We're like, we're looking. So they grabbed the sheet, dude. And yeah, dude, you see it on TV, bro, or a movie, whatever. Yeah, they're all naked chicks, dude.
What? You're gonna say somebody
We're
was
like-
murdered. I thought you said they showed a murder, like, oh, and now we were framed for it or something. I was like, oh,
Oh,
no.
I thought you said a burger. I said, we came for a burger. We didn't try to get for all that, dude.
Oh my
So anyway,
god, dude.
So yeah, dude. So freaking so they're all chicks, bro. And obviously they are chicks because they're all naked and they're all freaking and they're
Okay,
numbered, bro.
you can tell. Okay.
Yeah, right. So anyways, they're numbered, bro. So we're like, what the? I'm like, hold on, dude. So I look at my boy and I was like, nah, dude, let's not, dude, because you know how many freaking dudes that came and gone.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, dude.
Good.
Right?
Good. Yeah.
So that guy from Texas, though, he's like, and
Oh, what happened?
Did your phone ring? Is your phone ringing, Clever?
yeah,
Oh, there
somebody was
you go.
calling. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You better tell
So
them
anyway,
fools
the
you're
dude from
Chino
Texas,
brothers.
bro, lame-o, dude, lame-o, right? But he's
Yeah,
like,
the nerd.
big old glasses, dude, and he's like, I want two. I was like, nah, bro. Like, nah, dude. We're not getting not one, dude. Oh no, I'm getting two. I said, no, you're not, dude. We came together, we're gonna leave together, homie. You know what I mean?
No, true.
So we kind of just drag them out of the thing. We kind of look at each other like, did this just really happen? You know what I mean?
Dude, I thought you were gonna say he got hepatitis C or something from those girls.
Hey, he would have. That's why he was just an idiot. You know what I mean? But I get it.
It was in the
So,
bathroom
anyway,
on the
dude-
ship for a long time.
Yeah. Hey, that really happens though.
When
That
the
happens
boats
all
are
the time.
rocking.
Yeah. No, I'm saying that happens all the time over there, dude. But anyways, let me fast forward this up, dude. So who's that there? Oh man.
Is that DJ?
Mr. Groove in the building.
Dog, could you imagine that though? The Clever is 100% correct. What has been through those private parts? You know what I mean? Like every pirate on the 7 seas has come through that port, dude, and
Right?
laid their manhood down in that port. Oh, that's got to be disgusting.
Well, we used to have that
Yeah.
saying too. Remember back in if we do like girls from the club or whatever, she's seen a mile of D. And
Yeah,
that's
she
kinda
saw a
like-
mile of D.
Right?
Those girls actually saw. They probably saw a couple miles though, dude. I'm telling you, man. The way Clever's talking about
They
it.
seen a marathon of D.
I mean, they probably see a mile a day. Think about it, dude.
God.
Like, who knows how many other dudes they brought around? You know what I mean?
Right. So check it out, bro. So let's fast forward this up to where it got serious. Okay, it was the day after, and we had a motel. You know what I mean? And it was right across the street from the ocean, bro. It was dope, bro.
Yeah.
Because in Thailand, it's the bot was 40-1. So $1 for us, $40 for them. You know what I mean? So man, we were
We
big
were
balling,
balling out
dude.
of control. Yeah.
I bought
Buying
suits.
up the bar.
Nice.
Suits.
Hey, no, I bought like tailored
Yeah.
suite. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, how much? $70. I'm like, whatever.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I bought everything, dude. Everything I could. You know what I mean? So we're on the freaking to the pool. You know what I mean? We're just drinking, whatever. And we met this Thai chick, right? And she spoke English like real clear. You know what I mean? We're like, oh snap.
Oh man, the Ghostbusters are playing again.
Yeah, I'm blocking right there. So anyway, bro. So so we talked to the lady, and she said, "Hey, I got my own bar. You guys come, free drinks
Sounds
tonight."
really bad. It sounds
Yeah.
really bad.
Oh yeah. Oh, it gets worse. So so she had a moped, bro. That's all they drove over there. You know what I mean? There's a couple cars here and there, but everybody drives mopeds, right? So I'm like, okay. And
Dude, I drove a
and
moped
I,
when
and I
Adley
asked her,
met
bro.
me.
I asked her, dude. I said, hey, can I drive it? She's like, oh no, it's mine. I said, cool, whatever. You know what I mean? So we get ready, and we get ready. You know what I mean? Boom, 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 and then we got to the spot.
Here comes the Ghostbusters.
Blow it up, dude. It's
Here
supposed to
does the
blow it up.
Ghostbusters.
Jeez, bro. So we go right, and we
Dude, they
found
could
a
just
spot.
comment on the Chino brothers, and you could tell them whatever. But anyways, go on.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So we go right, and then we found a spot, and we start getting. I shouldn't be talking about all this, right? But anyways, so I asked for the stupid motorcycle again, right? And she said yes. It's like cool. So my boy, which this was in 2001, okay. Apparently there was this. I'm driving the bike, okay. So I'm riding, boom, boom, boom. Apparently there was a cat or a dog or something like that. So I swerve. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, bro. Well, apparently I should have ran over him, dude. You know what I mean? Because there was a wall.
Oh, man.
Yeah, dude. So there's a brick wall. I swerve, and so the wall didn't go anywhere. You know what I mean? So I hit it, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, right. So with my head,
Oh.
without a helmet.
Oh, I was gonna ask, were you wearing a helmet? No. Oh my! How fast were you going?
Fast enough to freaking have a brain surgery, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Dude, you don't
gosh,
have to be
dude,
going
that's
that fast to have brain surgery too, bro. 30 miles an hour. You
That's
smack
enough,
at 30
huh?
miles an hour. That's pretty hard, bro.
Oh, yeah. So here we go. I hit it. My boy goes over the bike, and so that was
Your
it.
homeboy was riding on the back of it?
Well, he was basically he was spooming. It was like
Oh,
Dumb and
man.
Dumber, the motorcycle, Dumb and Dumber. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
right.
Oh, jeez.
So anyway, I hit the wall. He goes over. When he finally wakes up, he's like, "What the heck happened to me?" So he comes back, and he come on. He was a MP. He was a cop. So he said the first thing he did, he wanted to see if I was alive. You know what I mean? So I'm alive. So, and it was a rural area, dude. You know what I mean? There's no freaking houses around, no cars, nothing like that. So he basically ran for almost a whole mile to find help. You know what I mean?
Holy
And I
cow.
love that guy, dude. I love that dude. Like right here, bro. You know what I mean? So he
Yeah.
went, he found freaking help. He said, hey, you know what? My buddy, this, that, whatever. Finally, dude, they go get me. And this is an hour after I hit the wall, right? And, over there, they don't have ambulances or anything like that. They're all freaking volunteers, you know? So they finally, a little truck comes, picks me up, throw me in the back of the truck, and drives for another hour to the hospital, right? So I'm
Holy
banging
cow.
up in the back of the truck.
Holy
Dude, yeah.
cow.
Hey, you know what I mean? So I'm like, wow, dude. So this is where it happens, bro. At that time, a lieutenant colonel called my dad, right? and said, you know what, Mr. Escobedo, your son got in an accident. We're just gonna have to let you know that that he's fine. We have him in the hospital, and so my dad's like, how bad is it? You know what I mean? They're like, well, we're just taking care of you, and we'll let you know. You know what I mean? My dad's like, yeah, well, keep me posted. So 6 hours later, man, they call my dad again. They said, you know what, sir, we're gonna give you a minute to decide. And my dad's like, what are you talking about? Like we have to open up his skull because it's
Oh my
bleeding
gosh.
internally.
Holy
Yeah,
God.
right, right. So I mean, that's a 23-hour flight from here to there. So
Holy God.
my dad's like, well, do what you got to do. You know what I mean? I mean, I can't go over there and see what's going on. So which they probably already did, but they did, And my dad said, before we get off the phone, how bad is it? You know what I mean? And then the guy tells him, he's like, you want me to lie to you or you want me to tell you the truth? Well, of course, he's my son. Tell me the truth. So he said, well, it's pretty bad. You know what I mean? And my dad's like, well, spit it out. You know what I mean? He's like, well, about 87%. He's like, 80% what? He's that he's probably not going to make it.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So hearing that, bro, if somebody tells you that your child, you know what I mean, if somebody tells you 50%, that's scary, bro.
God, 10%. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me, Clever? I'll be on my knees. 10%. Jesus, come on. What are we doing?
Yeah, no doubt.
Exactly,
Oh my gosh,
bro.
dude.
Exactly, dude. So we're saying 90% that I'm pretty much washed up. You know what I mean? But so my dad was he was with it, bro. He said, okay, we're gonna fly over there. You know what I mean? So he had to call these people got money, boom, a couple of days, and they flew. You know what I mean? And my brother was the first one to get there, and he said when he got there, he said, "I want to see my brother." And they're like, "Okay, well, room 17, whatever it was." You know what I mean? And then so he goes, he sees me, and he's like, "Well, that's a different dude." You know what I mean? So he comes back and he's like, "Hey, you guys gave me the wrong room." And they're like, "No, that's him." So my brother was like, "What the heck, dude?" So he goes and he opens the sheet. You know what I mean? Because I'm covered with tattoos, so he sees it. And he's like, "Oh, dude, that is my brother." All he's seen me, the tattoos to, So it's like, "Whoa, dude." So it was a bad deal, bro. And my parents got there after, my little sister, and it was a bad deal, bro. They took portions of my brain off, dude.
Did your parents find tattoos sinful? Was that a sin in your house that you have tattoos?
My dad had tattoos.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And regardless, I was 18, so
I don't know. I'm
Right.
just going with the pastor dad thing. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if maybe they didn't see any tattoos and they'd be like, oh, tattoos. I didn't know how that worked. But anyways, keep going.
Well,
So
I mean, the first tattoo that I got, I was 15, but I never showed my dad, bro. I would always be like wearing a shirt or something he can't show, but
until you're going to the parties, bro, then you're wearing the wife beater. Like, yeah, got to take this shirt off because I got these 6 tattoos on my shoulder where no one can see them if I'm wearing a shirt.
they're like, "Hey, your dad's outside." I'm like, "Oh, get my shirt, fool."
All right.
So
Anyway,
anyway,
so you're
okay,
lying
so
on
here
your
we at.
deathbed. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm in a coma, ICU. They take 4% of my brain off, and it was pretty grim, bro. A lot of prayers, bro. A lot of prayers.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and it was again, I don't remember that. I don't remember being in Thailand because in the hospital because come on, dude, I was asleep. And after that, they flew me to. I think my dad was like, I need to get my son out of here. We've been here for a whole month. It's time to shake the spot, So they said, but it's swelling in my brain still. So they're like, we're gonna let you know whenever the swelling goes down. So finally went down, and they flew me to Japan after for another month, something about that, and then another surgery. And I don't remember none of that either until I think it was the last week when I was in Japan. And my dad, he was walking me around to the hospital, right? And my dad was a big dude, you know what I mean? Tattoo, mustache bigger than mine, you know what I mean? So, but I look at him, I'm like, who is this dude walking me around, dude? You know what I mean? I thought he was like a nurse or something, you know? So I was like, didn't think about it. My brain wasn't there yet, you know what I mean? I wasn't understanding things, you know? So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. He's a cool guy because he's just taking care of me, you know? Until later and later, still in Japan, they were driving me somewhere, I don't remember. But my dad was right next to me, right? And I look at him, I was like, so my brain was finally connecting a little bit, you know what I mean? So I kind of, but I couldn't
Oh.
talk. That was the thing, you know what I mean? And I'll tell you about that. But I'm looking at my dad and I was like, who are you? You know what I mean? But I was like, are you my dad? You know? And he got it. He's like, yeah, he's like, you're my son. I'm your dad. So I was like,
Wow.
oh, I got somebody with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So after that, they fly me back to San Diego and they didn't realize that I can't smell. And they figured it out that I can't talk either because I have a speech impairment and it's called aphasia. And at that time, when I hit the wall, whatever, my brain shifted. And at that time, you should see on this side, you know, where they took the portions off or whatever, that's like your motor skills and stuff like that. Walking, talking, all that other stuff, you know what I mean? Well, mine's gone, dude. So,
Oh.
yeah, it's a trip, bro.
You got to learn everything all over.
And that's how he became an amazing DJ, Adley. What he's
Yeah.
not telling you is that's the part of the origin story. He got superpowers when they took that part of the brain out. That's how come he doesn't have to use headphones. That's how come he can scratch so good. He got superpowers. He
Right?
tricked us this whole time. This dude's
This
been
whole time, bro. This whole time, bro. But at that, bro, I couldn't talk, and it was very frustrating for me. And I went to CNS. I don't know if you guys know what that place is in Bakersfield. It's
Neuro
energy
something,
patients
right?
and stuff like that. I stayed there for a couple of years. You know what I mean? Because I couldn't
Holy
talk.
cow.
Yeah.
Wow. For a couple years you couldn't talk?
Not the whole 2 years. I was there to rehab, basically. You know what I mean? But they would
Yeah.
ask me. They would ask me, "What's your name?" And of course, my real name is Rocky. And I'm like, I just from here, it wouldn't come here. So I would look at my dad. I'm like, just tell him who I am. And they were like, no, 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 no. If this guy wants to talk, then he has to start for himself. You know what I mean? So I'm like, why? When I got my dad to talk for me, you know what I mean? They said, no, you know, you're not. I mean, I was a young guy. I was only 21, 22. And it was very frustrating, like I said, you know, and they were telling me how to talk, you know, and for 50 minutes, I would go to different rooms, I guess you mean, and bros, you know, she passed last year. I love that lady with my heart, bro, because she's the one that really sat me down and she said, okay, say Rocky. And I couldn't, bro. So she would say, it's just like a little kid, you know what I mean? She's like, Rocky, you know what I mean? Things like that, bro. And it was like, man, you know how many times I just want to give up, dude? And I try to tell people, bro, I said, don't ever give up. You know what I mean? Don't, bro,
Yeah.
because you can, you know? And my dad was just like, no, you are going to do that.
Wow.
I said, but I can't. You know what I mean?
What did it feel like? I have no idea what that would feel like. Like, because I feel like your brain would be like, I know how to talk. You know what I mean? You're like, just do it. And your mouth's like, I am, aren't I? Is that how it felt?
It was,
Wow.
it just wasn't connect, bro. I mean, you want to know what you say, or you're trying to find the words that you want to talk. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. You know what I mean?
It totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, man, what did I say? Because check it out, dude. So I would go there every day, 8:30 till 4:30, I guess. It's just like school, you know? And then I would get there and they'd be like, come on, Rocky, let's walk around the clinic, you know? I said, okay. So, what is this? I don't know. What is this? I don't know. You know what I mean? So they'll tell me what it is. And I'm like, oh, man, okay, she told me that yesterday. So I do remember this, bro. When you go inside the clinic, there's a big palm tree, right? And so we would walk me around every day and they would tell me, what is that? I said, I don't remember. I mean, they're like palm tree. And then I'm like, dang it, man, she told me that yesterday. So one day, man, just the same thing, rotation, like, okay. And she's like, what is that? So I'm thinking, and in my mind, I was like, palm tree. And everybody's like, oh, you know what I mean? Because I was just a word that I could remember now. I was like, oh, snap, it's a freaking palm tree, you know? So every month, it got better and better and better and better. You know what I mean? These people start,
Wow.
yeah, and these people they were kind of in awe. You know what I mean? They were like, you know what? We've never seen somebody to get well that fast. You know, some people don't even get better at it.
Wow.
I
Wow.
figured a lot of people probably didn't get better at all, to be totally honest with you, Clever. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest, bro. The human brain is a mystery. And if you get a fat hunk of it cut out, you know, like, God bless you if you could put one foot in front of the next, I think. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
no, definitely, bro, definitely. You know, and every day, bro. I mean, instead of me talking to you or this person or that person, I'm talking to myself because I can't spit the words out. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
Yeah.
so yeah, and I'm praying, bro, and I pray every day. You know what I mean? I never said that I did it to myself. I mean, I didn't blame God. You know what I mean? I didn't say, why did you do this to me? You know what I mean? I said, no, you know, I put myself in that situation or whatever the case. You know what I mean? I said, but it's time to help me out on this one because I can't. You know. And it was like one day, bro. It was probably like a year and a half, me going there, and it was some people believe it, some people don't, you know. But I can say it because I lived it, you know. And it was like I was waiting for another therapist and stuff, and it's like God talked to me, bro. He didn't talk to me like we're talking like this, but basically I got it. He's like, you know what? You're gonna tell other people about me.
Mm.
So when I got that, dude, I was like, then I started looking around. I was like, am I talking to myself, dude? Am I talking like
Clever,
these people
whoever
here?
doesn't believe that sentence you just told me, you don't have to hang out with them, bro.
Oh
Because
yeah, no, no.
because only a fool would lie about a sentence that you told me afterwards. I'm telling you right now, if you say the Lord told you something, I have a strong feeling you know someday you're going to see him face to face and you ain't going to lie about him all
Oh,
around the
Yeah.
town.
absolutely.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's why
Right.
I know you're telling me the truth. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no need to make things up or
Yeah,
anything like that,
yeah.
you know? And for with that, I said, okay, you know what I mean? Well, so I did. I got better and got better and got better. And then the military said, okay, that's enough. Because it's expensive to be there, you know what I mean? So I said, even my dad's like, he still needs work, you know what I mean? He still needs therapy. They're like, sorry, retired me. And so that was that, bro. And I still needed some work, you know what I mean? But I was still able to. Oh, I wasn't be able to drive, but finally they got my license, this, that. And the person that I got much love and everything like that, DJ Rick. Um, I remember, man, I wasn't able to talk like I was telling you. And me and Randy have been friends. He's from Shafter too. You know what I mean? We've been friends for a long time. And I would call him when he was on the air. You know what I mean? So it was hard for me to freaking have conversation with them. You know what I mean? But Rec has always been like, he would never like, come on, hurry up, dude, spit it out. You know what I mean? Or anything like that. No, he would wait. He had a lot of patience with me. You know what I mean? So that's why me and Randy has been, we've been homies for that long, bro. You know what I mean? So, I love that dude for forever, man. And, but when that started happening, I said, you know what? I'm going to start going with this dude. You know what I mean? We
To the
start
gigs
doing,
and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
house parties and, yeah, dude. So
Carrying the
I'm taking all
crates.
the crates. Yeah, I'm taking
Yep.
all the crates,
Yep. Good for you,
not those
Clever. Good
and
for
those
you.
big speakers.
That's
You
right.
guys remember? You mean those?
That's right. The
We remember that
JBLs,
Yeah,
baby.
bro.
stuff. Oof.
Just
I'm like, come
barely
on.
listenable.
Yeah, those things are heavy, bro. I remember, and he had to take two of them. I'm like, really, dog? Come on, how do you even put it in the car, man? So we did that, man, for a couple years, and I started figuring it out. I said, you know what? I can do this too. You know what I mean? I could be a DJ as well. You know what I mean? So, Rex always told me, he's you can do it, bro. You know what I mean? Just I'll help you out. Blah blah blah. I said, all right. So I bought some turntables, dude, and that was 2006,
I always
2007.
ask this. What was your first set? What was your first set of turntables?
Well, they weren't 1200s yet. They
Good.
were.
Good. I can't stand it when they tell me 1200s on the first ones. I'm always like, come on, man. You didn't learn how to DJ. That's how I feel when they tell me that. Anyways,
Yeah,
good.
but no, I got some $200
Yeah, some belt
Statins.
drivens. I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, I got some Statins, bro. You know what I mean?
Adelaide dropped some of those junky turntables on a cat in Tucson one time. I was clowning the guy for bottom, and I was like, "What? They're great turntables." remember that, dude?
I think no, was that they were 1200s, but they'd seen war, bro. I had wires hanging out, and I had it all rigged up, and
Was it
electrical
Illmatic
tape.
you sold those to?
It was a kid from the college radio station.
Oh yeah.
Is that the one you're talking about?
Yes.
Will. His name was Will. Yeah.
Oh, was it Will?
Yeah.
Dude, he
but
only
those
bought
things
those
barely
turntables
worked.
off of Adlai Clever because he liked Adlai. Like he was like a
wanted to
fanboy
be
of
down.
Adlai. I'm
Yeah.
serious.
Oh, yeah, he was like, no.
He wanted to
Those
be
are
in our, he wanted to be in the
1300s.
hip hop crew. Yeah, I was like, dude,
That's
I'm,
what it was. That's
yeah,
what
I'm
it was.
not selling.
Hey, Adelaide, those were not even 1200s. Those are 1300s. They just look the same. You know what I mean?
All right. So, anyways, you get your own turntables. Go ahead, Clever.
So I do that, and I'm like, all right, cool. So I tell Rec, I said, Serato, what's the deal? And he's like, nah, man, you need to start on vinyl, bro. I was like, nah, man, that's hard. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude.
Yeah. So he's like, he's like, nah, man. So he gave me 2 crates of freaking some
Good.
vinyl. You know what I mean? So I'm like,
Good.
but hey, but it's better he did that because
Yes. That's how
it's
it's
better to
supposed
learn
to,
like
that's
that.
how you're supposed to
Yeah.
do it, Clever.
Yeah.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, if you have never done that, then you're the P word, bro.
Yeah, and that was, and even 06, that was kind of towards the end of vinyl because Serato was already around, and
Right.
even the labels were kind of
So
slowing
what?
up on pressing
Vinyl,
it. Yeah,
dude,
it's hard to
vinyl,
get.
when you're playing vinyl, you feel like you're doing a show. You
Yeah.
feel like you're putting on a show. You're putting on a
Right.
circus, a musical circus. When you're
Right.
doing Serato, you are playing a playlist.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
so I started the end of Wax and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And I was like, all right, well, I'm buying Serato still. I don't care. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I still use
You
Serato.
have
Don't,
to.
don't get me
Yeah.
twisted. Don't get it twisted. I don't want to carry crates. I'm old. Go ahead.
yeah. So I think in 07, I bought the Serato, and then I lost my dad, bro.
Oh
And
my gosh.
it was one of those things, bro. It was so because you got to think though, man. I had brain surgery. My dad quits his job to take care of me. You know what I mean? And I wasn't a baby, 21, 22, 23 years old. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So my dad's like, nah, I need to take care of my son. Forget about work,
Mhm.
So I get better, getting better. You know what I mean? In 07, he got a stroke, and yeah, and that was it, bro. You know what I mean? It was sudden. You know what I mean? And my dad was only 49, bro. And
Oh man.
it was heartbreaking for me, bro, because me and him seen each other every day for 5 years when I was
Oh,
getting
yeah.
better. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
like, come on, we got to go to the hospital. Hey, you got to go over here. You have to go over here. I didn't want to do all that, but he did anyways. You mean? So when I get better and he does that. So I said, man, dude, it was it was hard, bro. It was hard for me, man, and then, but music, that's the one that really freaking had me still doing things. You know what I mean? It was kind of like a kind of rehab for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, therapeutic. I got you.
Yeah, that's the word, bro. And it go by hours. You mean just
Yeah.
learning,
Yeah,
doing all
yeah.
that stuff like that. You mean, and plus get that out of my mind about my dad and stuff. You know what I mean? So I got
Well,
better.
there's a zen in DJing, like, and I don't know what the term is. You know what I mean? And I'm not necessarily into Asian voodoo or anything, but like, there is a peacefulness of just playing records and back and forth. You guys know what I'm saying? Like, just to yourself in the room, in your headphones.
Right.
Although Clever doesn't need headphones for I don't know what reason. You gotta teach us that trick here in a second.
Right,
But yeah,
right.
I mean, I agree with you. But and I'll say this: when my father died, I was a lot older than you were when my father died. But like, so I don't want to compare the pain, but I would.
No.
And your father really, really loved you, Clever, very clearly. And my dad loved me, but I don't know if he loved me as much as your dad loved you by any stretch of the imagination. But I do know
Well-
this: when my father passed, there's a weird feeling of becoming a man for a second time. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, well, I guess I'm the old guy now.
Right.
All right, here we go.
Right. It was one of those things, bro. It was my dad had Hep C for many years, and And then he had cirrhosis. And then I was with him. I was with him when we went to the hospital, and he comes out. Usually he'll have the doc. I'm right there for 10, 15 minutes, then he'll come out, like a regular checkup, whatever. This time he was there for like 2 minutes. He comes out wearing sunglasses. I was like, the heck, already? He's like, come on. So then he told me, he's like, you know what? He's like, you drive. I said, all right, I'm driving. Then he told me, he's like, I have cirrhosis. I didn't really know what that meant, So I was like, well, what does that mean? And he's like, they told me I'll probably have, if I don't get another liver, then 2-3 years tops. I said, oh, man. I said, nah, Dad, don't look at you. You're healthy, big dude, He's like, that doesn't matter. He's like, you don't understand how I feel every day, You basically like a show that he didn't want to show, you know what I mean? So,
holy cow.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. I was like, all right, Dad. So, we prayed, and it didn't work. You know what I mean? It didn't happen. It's God's timing, bro.
Yeah.
And people don't understand that. You know what I mean? My dad was sick. He was sick for a long time. You know what I mean? I think he was like, you know what, just take me. And it was a thing when he had that. I went and I stayed at the hospital, and everybody came to see my dad before he goes, And my grandma was the only one that didn't, but my aunts, my uncles, everybody, they went to the room, right? And my mom, she said, Frank, they're gonna take care of me. If you want to go, go.
Yeah.
And which is crazy, dude. I've seen movies, stuff like that. The big tear like that. My dad was asleep for 3 days, and right before he passed, there's a big old tear, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I get freaking chill, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, man. So God's real. Everything's real, bro. And I try to tell people that, And I remember when I was in Japan, though, my dad asked the doctor, the nurse. He said, is he going to get better? They said, basically, what you see is what you get. He's not going to walk. He's not going to talk. You guys are going to have to feed him.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And then my dad was brushing my teeth. I didn't know what was going. I didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? So he would brush my teeth and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what they said. You know what I mean? I said, nah.
Yeah.
That's their.
And all through that whole time, that recovery for you, in your brain works. You know what's going on, but
Absolutely.
but you can't do anything. Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Ooh.
And
miracle.
it's heavy, dude.
That's awesome. Yeah, that is
That's some
dope.
stuff. And a lot of people know me just as a DJ on the radio or a barber or whatever the case. I mean, they really don't know my story. You know what I mean? It's not a story, because I'm gonna tell you something. It's like it's been years where I've been always like convicted playing, Tupac, this, that, whatever. I mean, because it's not from the world, you know what I mean? Or it's from the world.
Yeah.
But I always wonder, like, man, am I doing the right thing, And see, this is kind of not weird, but it's crazy.
Clever, do you want to know my perspective on music as a Christian? So me and Adlai were a club act, and when I turned 29, I found the Lord. So I got fired from the radio station we were working at. I found the Lord, and I was just like, I can't be a DJ anymore. Like, I knew I couldn't be the kind of DJ I was, because I was a shock jock, all this stuff, right? And then I came over here to Pittsburgh, and I started a homeless ministry. And then after that, I opened a shop, and me and Adlai decided to start a podcast. Neither here nor there. When I found the Lord, the one thing I always lamented was music, because I love Ice Cube. I love Ice Cube, bro. I mean, and and not only do I love Ice Cube, my two favorite songs by Ice Cube are "Gangster Rap Made Me Do It" and "No Vaseline." Like, those are just the two best Ice Cube songs that have ever been. Like,
I play it myself, yeah.
Okay, now here's how I could reconcile it. Here's how I could understand it. And even in my mind, because I'm like, when my children are old enough, I want them to hear this music. but it has to be age appropriate in my mind.
Right.
Here's the reason. There is sometimes when you see talent that reflects divinity, like it reflects that God created talent. It is so good that it could only be what God has given to someone. But unfortunately, they could not fully glorify God through that talent. But that doesn't mean I can't look at the talent. I have to enjoy the talent. I have to. That's how. That's
Makes
how.
a lot of sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I listen to Cube. And trust me, bro. There's probably 3 days out of the week where I got to hear some Cube. You know them days.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Those days when someone pushes you just a little too far, you're like, all right, man. I'll just take this out on the radio.
Right. Well, there, you know what? It's always been like that, bro. I mean, I remember I called Redeem a long time ago, bro, and we talked about that, you know, and Party Boy, we talked about that, you know, and which is crazy, dude. I had barely got injured. I barely come home, and in Shafter, my uncle owns a Hitchcock's, basically. You know what I mean? It's like CarQuest. And a lot of people would go in there and stuff like that. Well, there's this cop in Shafter, and Deacon, big old tall black dude, 6'6" or something like that. Oh, cool guy, though. Cool guy, you know? Well, I barely got home, and my dad was taking me everywhere, talking for me and stuff. So we get to the shop, and that cop, he's like, whoa, snap. He's like, hey, Rocky, how are you? You know, I couldn't talk. You know what I mean? I'm thumbs up, whatever, you know what I mean? Yeah. So then he's talking to my dad, and he's like, you know, how bad is he? You know, my dad's like, well, he's gonna be all right. He's gonna be all right. So that cop's like, he's like, you know what? It was so weird, man. I just had like a vision or a dream the night before he seen me. You know, he's like, I had a dream about Rocky last night. He's like, this is so weird. My dad's like, really? What was the dream about? You know what I mean? He's like, man, it's like Rocky was on a platform, and he was talking to thousands of people. And I heard that, and yeah, dude. And I'm like, I can't even say my name. That's not one word. You know what I mean? So how can that's just a dream? You know what I mean? So 21 years later, think what he just said. You know what I mean? Rocky's going to be on a platform with thousands of people. You know what I mean? So that's why I kept spinning, kept DJing, stuff like that. So you called me, and I was.
Oh man, his phone's blowing up again. Yeah. Ghostbusters.
You know what I mean? That's the devil trying not me to.
Trying to block. Yeah.
Hey,
that's
bro,
amazing, man, all around. Jeez.
That is an awesome testimony, man.
Wow.
I appreciate you telling it to us.
Yeah,
So hold on, because we still got you're like an onion. You got so many layers. So you now, do you do like the mechanics of the lowriders? Do you do the painting of the lowriders? What do you do here? Explain lowriders in Clever, how this works.
Well, with that, it's I tell myself that I'm going to keep this one.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I'll let you know. Yeah, right. Everybody knows me as Clever's not going to keep that. I'm like, yes, I am, bro. Like, no, you're not.
How many cars do you have right now?
Cars that I have right now,
Vehicles.
I just have my truck and I got my caddy. But how many cars have I had? Oh, dude, I stopped counting at 100. Yeah, no joke, dude. And that's not even talking about the lowriders. I've had, I don't know, maybe 15 lowriders.
And you fix them up, plush them out, all that stuff, right?
Yeah. Sometimes I lose, bro. Sometimes I spend way too much, and then I sell it less. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, what an idiot. Why did I do that? You know what I mean? It's like my Cadillac, dude. I bought it from that old man. I got a good deal at $10,000. You know what I mean? And I said, I'm cool. So everybody's like,
Adley, this thing is so cherry. It is sweet. And then he chopped the back of it. It is sick. It is cherry. It's a beauty, bro.
Bro, I took everything off, and it's freaking I should have sent you a picture. I will send you a picture.
No, just put it on Facebook. I'll be looking at it.
Oh, it's up there. Yeah. So They sanded it to freaking metal. They freaking ripped all the chrome, all the interior,
Oh my
everything,
gosh.
bro. Yeah, it looks like a freaking junkyard. You know what I mean? But whatever. Anyway, so I spent probably like $30,000 on that car, dude.
Oh
If
my
my
gosh.
wife is watching right now, I'm sorry, babe. Maybe
Oh,
40. I
she
don't
likes to
remember.
ride shotgun when it's clean, man.
So
Come
how
on,
it
she likes to
goes
ride
is-
shotgun. Yeah.
You
Hey, no, but I'll tell you what, dude. My wife, she's 100 on anything. You know, she said, you know what? You want a lowrider? Buy it. If you want to do this, go ahead and do that. If you want to DJ, do that. You know what I mean?
now
She's
hold on.
never
So
taken it personal.
so
Go ahead.
so you got into lowriders when you got older then? Was it
No,
this like a Oh,
no,
so you always
I was 16 years old. I was 16 when I bought
lowriding
my
is a
car.
lowrider cars are an expensive hobby, man. That's
Very.
like that's like drug dealer hobbies. Or you got a bucket for a good long time before it looks semi decent hobbies.
But check this out, dude. Check this out. I mean, so I was 16 years old. I bought an Impala. My dad helped me, of course. You know, it was probably, I don't know, $3,000. You know what I mean?
For a
That day-
69?
Yeah, come on, dude. That was
$3,000. That's a good price.
1995, bro. You know what I mean?
Adley used to have
96.
used to have this Pontiac. What was it? Pontiac
The
Chief.
Star Chief.
Pontiac Star Chief.
65 Pontiac. Ooh, love that.
It
ride.
looked
Chief.
like
Hutch.
the Impala. It looked like the Impala. It was like the bootleg Impala if you bought it at Zodi's. Like it's like, yo man, I got it. It's like that's Battlestar Galactica, fool. I said Star Wars. Take that back. Anyways, tell us about this Impala.
All right, so I buy the Impala, and we go around the corner and cut the springs, bro. That thing had to be lowered. You know what I'm saying?
First thing.
Yeah,
Right from the
definitely, bro.
jump.
Yeah. So I go, and then my dad knew all kinds of people, so it wasn't the greatest paint job, but we painted it white. You know what I mean? Had a couple bubbles on the bottom. You know what I mean?
Homie in the garage?
No. I don't know where you got it at. I mean, it was
Dude, your
maybe-
dad loved the crap out of you, bro.
Oh, dude. Man, my dad was everything, bro. He was everything to me, man.
No, my son's never watching this podcast because I ain't doing none of this stuff.
You see what Clever's dad did? Why
They're
can't
like,
you?
nah, man.
That's crazy.
I don't know that clever fellow. We're not Mexican, so you're gonna have to deal with this.
Órale.
Anyways, go ahead.
So anyway, so I get a job at Burger King, bro, in Wasco, and so I bought some wheels, right? So my dad's like, "Hey, man, how'd you buy those wheels?" You know, I said, "I work at Burger King." You know what I mean? He's like, "Yeah." Then it was what, $3.27 an hour. You know what I mean? Minimum wage. You know what I mean? Those are like $2,000 rims. How did you
What
get
were
those?
they? Were they Dayton's?
No, they were not Danes. They're, what were those called then?
The Inkies? The Inkies?
Nah,
Wow.
take it easy, bro.
Spokes?
Nah, I'm a lowrider, homie. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're like Danes. They're Danes, but they're not. They're a little bit
Okay.
cheaper than that. I mean,
Okay.
so, but they were expensive. You know what I mean? So my dad's like, "Hey, how did you get that money?" You know what I mean? I'm like, "I'm working." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm gonna leave it like that, bro, because they were doing something. So anyway, so I do that. I go to the Marine Corps. I sell the car, and then so that was it, dude. You know, then I kept buying lowriders through the years. You know what I mean? I even posted a thing today. I put a couple cars.
Now, are you
But,
part, are you
You got
part
some
of a
up on offer
lowrider?
up right now?
Are you a part of Lowrider Club, Clever?
Yeah, right there. I don't know if you can
What's
see
the
it or
name of
not.
your club?
Other side.
Group car club.
Group Car Club. All right, cool, man. Now, do
Group,
you have
yeah,
any
yeah.
bouncers? Do you have any bouncers in your car club? Anybody that pops on them?
I got two partners that are I got one right here and one right here. Big Al and Black David. These guys are my partners, man. These are my brothers. So anybody gonna touch me, you know what I mean?
Dude, when,
Oh,
No, talk
Mama
about
Bones,
hydraulics.
too.
no,
and stuff
hydraulics.
and jumping.
Hydraulics bouncing.
Oh, you're talking about
No, man, I'm not asking if you
Who's
need
gonna
a
be
bouncer.
clever?
bouncer.
Come on.
Yeah, hydraulics bouncing. Me and Adley, we used to have to judge those contests. We were in radio.
Yeah.
Okay,
They
okay.
make
Yeah,
us judge those contests.
I thought you said somebody wanted to get crazy, bro.
No, now I'm thinking about it, bro. Those tires could have landed on our feet at any given time, Adley.
Yeah.
Like they didn't give a crap
Slip.
about us.
Oh
Like
my
here
God.
comes and judged by the Chino brothers. Like yay, I could lose my
You're talking
foot
about
today.
hydraulics. Hydraulics, yeah, hydraulics.
I mean the high bounce hydraulics though, bro. Not the switches. I'm talking about the bang bang. You know what I mean?
I don't swing it like that. No,
Oh,
no,
okay,
no.
okay, I
So
got you.
mine. Come on, dude. I'm a old school lowrider.
So it's
Up, down,
just the
smooth.
switches. I got you. Up, down, and side to side. I got it.
Yeah. So, and anybody needs their hydraulics done, Joe Fuentes, my boy, I've known this guy forever. He's from Shaft too. So just get at him.
Wait, but Clever, do you not respect those type of hydraulics where they're doing the bounce?
Oh no, I have those. I have those in my caddy, dude.
Oh, okay.
Well, you could.
Yeah, I can, but I'd rather not break springs and oil
Suspension.
everywhere. No, man. Yeah,
Me and
nah,
Adley have
people do
never
that.
even ridden in a lowrider before, Clever. So we're just asking you like things that we think we would do if we had one. Like,
You probably
although-
don't even know how to hit the switch, bro.
no, we don't know what we're doing. But I will say this: one time there was a street in Tucson. It's called Speedway, and everybody would cruise on it, right? And one day,
Right.
me and Adley we were driving down Speedway. We looked to our left, and there was this dude, and his switches got stuck. He was
Ah.
stuck like this
Happens
the
all
whole
the time, bro.
Him and his homeboy, they're like this.
It's like, oh, stuck.
Hey, you guys were in Tucson or Phoenix?
In Tucson. Yeah.
Tucson, dude. Why would you guys be? Oh, you guys went to college for that, dude. But I hate Tucson, dude.
I hated Tucson too, bro. Don't feel bad.
I liked it. I don't know. The food was good.
I ended
Everybody
up
was
there
cool.
on accident. So I dropped out of high school and I was in LA. And I'm like, bro, I can't do anything in LA. Everything's too expensive. So my homeboy, he was like, I'm going to move to Phoenix. So I'm like, all right, I'll come with you. So I went to Phoenix and then I met a girl. She lived in Tucson. You know how that dumb story turns out. After we broke up, I had nowhere to go, but I wanted to be in radio. So I tried to get in radio, right? And I was like, okay, college radio, they'll accept me. And I see this half Asian dude. I'm like, hey, that dude looks kind of like me, but he has a good position of authority at this radio station. I'll be his friend.
right.
And
Right.
after that, we
Well-
just started rocking together.
I got to complain about Mike. And I
Yeah,
had to
that's
talk
true.
to him.
Sexual
That's-
harassment. This girl,
Some girls
this
like,
girl said that
creeping
about me. I
on
was
I'm
like,
ugh.
he came and told me about it. I was like, come on, bro. Look at her and look at me. You think I would do that? I'm like, you really think I would do that, bro?
We went out and drank a beer, right? Is that what
Yeah,
happened?
yeah.
Had a beer. Let's go get a beer.
He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, but I had to talk to you. I was like, all right, cool.
Dude, man, we're already over an hour into this thing. I'm like, man, we barely scratched the surface. But
Oh, I'm
this
sorry.
is-
I'm sorry.
No, no
Clever,
worries,
we
no worries. These are
Definitely
great
gotta have you
stories.
back, man.
Yes.
Here's the thing.
Oh, man.
I got to make up a new saying for it, Adley. I got to say something like this. Here's to an old friend I never knew before. We should start saying that to every time we have a good
Yeah.
guest.
I
Because
do.
every time we have
Yeah.
a good guest, man, I'm just like, I really love the show. But Clever, we got to cut your part off and get to Adley's part. So Ad, we got some stories here. We do the
Yeah.
entertainment news now, Clever.
Right,
So
right. Let's go.
Adley's going to read a story and you and I are going to crack wise on it. Ad,
Okay.
what do we got?
All right, guys. Here is story number 1. The Game, we all know him. He's confident that Eminem is not better than him and would have no issue going up against Shady in a versus hits battle. Game's highly anticipated Drink Champs interview aired last week. During the tipsy sit down, Eminem's name came up concerning his recent Super Bowl performance. Chuck took the opportunity to flex a little bit. Eminem is Eminem, Game said. Quote, I like Eminem. He's one of the effing good MCs, great MCs. He raps fast. He can do all that S. I used to think Eminem was better than me. He not. He's not. Challenge it. What are you thinking? The Game better than Eminem? Would you like to see that battle?
You know what? I think there was a time when Eminem could end people's careers. And people hated that. And they're like, dude, I'm afraid because he can end my career. And now I don't think he can as much end someone's career. And so everybody's taking a shot at that dude. But he took a lot of shots when he was coming up, man. He made fun of everybody. Remember, he'd be like Christina Aguilera, Fred Durst. Like, he made fun of everybody. So maybe he's just getting what he deserves. What say you, Clever?
But I mean, if he had it then, he still got it now. You know what I mean?
That is true.
This dude can spit fire, dude. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's true.
You got to think, man. I mean, the game. Where did he go? I mean, he's still good, whatever. You know what I mean? But he wasn't Eminem status.
Not
You know what I
near
mean?
that status. No.
Well,
not at
I
all,
mean,
'cause,
that's the
yeah.
thing. How are you going to do a versus? Because if you've ever watched a versus, one guy does a hit, another guy does a hit, but you have to know the songs to enjoy it. So if
I-
you're watching like the KRS Big Daddy Kane, it's like, okay, I like those, but I
Right.
like those songs, and they were never on the radio. Dude, the
But
game, he's had one
even
hit.
those things right there, I think those things right there, those battles, whatever, those are words that they already know what to say. You know what I mean? So
That's not.
I,
That's not.
I think that thing's kind of cheesy to me. I don't know. I mean, but if you're gonna spit like just regular freaking freestyle, you know what I mean?
Then you better
Yeah.
you better bring Blind
then
Fury
we
out
can get
here.
with that.
Blind
Uh-huh.
Fury.
You remember Blind Fury? I'll say you
see
better
it
bring
float up,
Blind
yeah.
Fury out here.
Are you?
No. I said if you're gonna spit like that, you know what I mean. If you're gonna spit off the dome, you're not gonna have
Hey,
pre-written songs.
that dude can freaking
Dude, Blind
yeah,
Fury
he
is
can't see
ridiculous.
or anything like that, but man,
It's ridiculous.
He's
oh,
good.
dude,
You're like,
that
what the
guy,
heck?
that,
He's dirty.
yeah,
though.
that
He got
guy
a
is
foul
freaking
mouth.
amazing, dude.
The thing
Yeah.
about Blind Fury is he can't see, and he'll bag on what the dude's wearing, and you're just like, oh, this is even worse.
They're like, hold on, dude, he can see. You know
Hold
what I mean?
on a moment here.
It's like Stevie Wonder, dude. You know what I mean?
Well, think about it, dude. So, like, he's walking up there, and he probably has some homeboy of his that just tells him like 5 things about the cat he's got to spit against. Like, all right, he's wearing a shirt with the number 7. He's got kind of a weird afro. Da 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 da. And Blind Fury had to put it all together. That's why you respect Blind Fury. Like, I have no idea how he did it.
Oh yeah, definitely, bro, definitely. But yeah, no, I say Eminem, better than freaking the game. Game's dope. Don't get me wrong, but yeah,
Who's
that's what I
scary to run up on you on the street?
The game, dude. I don't want the game running up on me, bro. Eminem, whatever, bro. I'm not buying your pamphlets. What are you trying to sell me, Eminem? Walk away from me. Please leave me alone. I don't want people associating with you because you got weird stuff in your past and your future. I don't really even know what you believe in, dude. Please.
Right.
Well, hold on a sec. I could use the Instagram love. All right, now get on your way, sir. I don't have any time for you.
Get on your way, sir.
The game, on the other hand, bro, like if he was coming up on me, I would have to start really tap dancing. I'd be like, oh, bro, I love all your music.
Yeah.
All right, name one song
yeah.
besides Hate It or Love It.
Yeah.
Hold on a moment.
Yeah, the game, you got ripped off, man. You should have been in that Super Bowl halftime show, man.
Right?
You should have,
Yeah.
man.
I would have
You
been like,
shoulda.
man, like you and Yuck Mouth, you guys are like tight like that.
Daz Dillinger. Yeah, come on, man. Y'all should have been up in there.
No, I'm saying because Yuck Mouth and the game, they hated each other.
Oh.
They
Oh.
beefed. Yeah, way back, bro. Yeah. Because Yuck Mouth, he's from the Bay. He thinks that he is the Bay. You know what I mean? He's not talking about E40, Too Short. He said, I know these guys. He said, but I am I am the freaking Bay. So he's telling like that. And the game's like, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you got to see that. It's on.
Wait,
it's on YouTube.
is the game from the Bay or is
Compton.
I thought
He's
Game
Compton.
He's from Compton.
No.
Yeah.
He's from Compton, but he lived up there or he rapped some people
Sometimes
over
I
there.
wonder if people are from anywhere that they say they're from because it's like, oh yeah, he's from Compton. It's like, well, he went to high school in Riverside, but when he was 6, he lived in Compton. It's like, wait a minute now, I don't know if you're actually from Compton, sir.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why that's why there's love here in Bakersfield. Because if you're from Shafter, you repping Shafter. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? All these small towns do that, dude. Wherever you're from.
Everybody, dude, I'll
Yeah.
say this, Clever. So like, I'm super unfamiliar with any Bakersfield culture or anything except for from the Chino brothers. But
Okay.
every person that we've spoken with reps their city, whether it's Arvin, whether it's
Delano.
Delano, yeah, like they rep their city.
Lamont,
Yeah,
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. You know what I mean? I mean,
McFarland.
yeah,
Yeah,
McFarland,
yeah.
McFarland.
it was small towns, you know what I mean? But, being from Shafter, I have tattooed Shafter on my body. If I could show you that, you know what I mean? But let's not. Not
All
right
right,
now.
Adley, what's the next story, man? What do we got for our next story?
That's okay. Real quick though, Danny's got to shout out his hood, Rosedale.
Rosedale.
But I mean, Danny P in the
That's the fancy
building.
part. That's the rich part of town now.
We got the celebrities watching because Clever's on,
Nice.
dude.
Deep easy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is interesting for the single people like me. Pay attention. Tinder is adding an extra layer of protection to its app for users. This week, the dating site's parent company, Match Group Inc., announced that it would provide users the ability to run a background check on their prospective matches. The new feature will look through public records to search for prior convictions or arrests and will notify people if their match has ever been registered as a sex offender.
Dude, this is gonna save me so much money. Here's exactly what I'm gonna do. Anytime somebody applies to work at the shop, instead of having to run in these expensive background checks that I always have to waste my money on to figure out if they're felons, I'll just put a fake good-looking girl up on Tinder in their area and keep having her match with them. So that way this fool, he's going to be thirsty. He'll match with her. Boom, I get a free background check out of it. Done and done, sir. Thank you, Tinder, for saving America.
And you think there's going to be a charge for it? The first 2 checks are free. After that, $2.50 a pop.
How dare you, Tinder? How dare you?
Now, Clever, before you met your lovely wife,
Yeah.
the dating scene, because you guys have been married for...
We've been together. That's when Rock and Rodeo was still freaking...
Also a long time.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So before dating apps and stuff, Mike's been married for a while now too. I have yet to try Tinder. Now that they have background checks, I probably won't. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I probably won't because you're too cheap to pay for them, bro.
Yeah,
You're
like, hey, $2.50. Shoot.
I'm like, nah, you're all right, dude, because yours is over there in Arizona, so you good?
I think it was my prison record, right?
Yeah.
But it's, you know what? It probably is a good thing. When ladies would definitely want to know.
I think it's kind of weird to meet on Tinder anyways, bro. I don't care. I don't care that everybody's trying to make this seem normal. It's not normal to me.
I got to put my mom on blast, but go ahead.
Nah, man. This is how you're supposed to meet a girl. At church, at the library, at the grocery store, at work. That's it. Those are your options. Now, maybe you could have like an exotic movie idea or something. You're on vacation in the same place or something cool like that. That's fair as well, but not as plausible. But the internet it just seems kind of corny, man. It seems like a venereal disease a little bit, doesn't it?
Yikes.
Here's as the single guy, when you go to the grocery store and it's like, in the produce section, like nice melons or whatever your pickup line is, it's creepy that way too. Ladies watching, you understand this. So at least when you go to the dating app, you know why you're there. Tinder started out as a hookup app.
I don't know.
And I still don't have Tinder. I've
all
never
the dating
done a
apps
Tinder
are
thing.
whack though, bro. Because here's how it goes. You're supposed to meet. You're supposed to go bowling with a group of people, and you see Sally, and it's like, hey, Sally looks kind of nice. Well, let me try to figure out what's going on around here. And then you start talking, and Sally's like, oh, so you believe that the election was stolen too, huh? And you're like, all right, well, I'm not talking to Sally anymore. It's been fun, Sally. I don't need to spend time with you. You know what I mean? And then eventually you find somebody cool, but you got to dig through a bunch of garbage first, bro, before you find somebody who doesn't have a bag of human ears in their freezer. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you got to do it.
the background check.
Yeah, but with this Tinder stuff, bro, you don't know nothing about this girl. It's like, oh, she's good looking. All right, man, but she might be cuckoo.
Possible, most likely.
Oh,
kind of
bro,
like radio listeners back in the day. Remember that?
What do you say, Clever? What say you about internet dating?
I mean...
It's weird, bro. Just be honest. Nobody's going to judge you. Be a man, bro.
Right? Yeah. I'm a man here. I don't know. I mean, if it'll work, it works. I mean, a lot of my customers, bro, because mind you, I'm a barber, so I talk to so many people every day, dude. And these dudes, they're like, "Hey, what do you think about that?" I'm like, "I don't know, dude." There's this guy was here. Again, I'm not gonna say who this dude is or anything like that. I didn't say when he was there, and he tells me about the same thing every time. He's like, yeah, what do you think about this one? I don't know, dude. I was the first dude.
Dog.
Wait, he's showing you his phone?
Yeah,
he's showing you his phone. He's like, swipe left, swipe right. Okay.
Listen to this.
I'm like,
so I own a vape shop, and so it's very similar, right? I got young dudes coming in there, right, talking to me about this Tinder stuff. So I'm telling them.
I don't know what this guy was doing, but he's like, what do you think about it? I'm like, yeah, dude. I said, first I'm married. Two, I don't like big old fat chicks, dude. If I was single, bro. Because you know what? Look at man. I'll tell you something like this. People think that I'm let me make sure what I say. I'm kind of like a hole, I guess, or which I'm not. Which I'm not. It's just the way I look, the way I don't know, the way I carry myself. I'm kind of a quiet person, I guess, you know. But people do, as you know, tend to think that either I'm a gang member or I'm mean, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
but
no,
Clever,
man.
you look like a cholo, bro. Like, no offense if that
You
bothers
are.
you, but you look like a cholo, man. Like,
Yeah,
so
I'm
you
like,
gotta
but
figure.
I'm not, bro. Can't you
I know,
see?
but Clever,
Nah.
but you know you look like one, right?
I do, I
Okay,
do, I
all right, but
do.
hold on one sec.
Go ahead.
And you also know that those of us that have grown up in neighborhoods where those people lived, we were always like, please do not come anywhere near me. Please don't. I don't want
Yeah,
nothing to
right.
do with you, bro. Please, man. Like, I ain't trying to be hard.
Unless I'm buying a sack.
Like, I'm like Mickey Rock, man. I'm as soft as Mickey Rock. Look,
Right,
I didn't choose to be born here. Please leave me alone. So most people are gonna feel that way about you. They're gonna think, right, like you're a cholo. Like even Adley was like, oh yeah, this cat's a cholo. I'm like, all right. And then I named two cholos that we knew, right? But here's the
right.
rub. Adley doesn't have a lot of street smarts, and I'll explain what I mean by that. I'm not even lying to you, dude.
I'm sorry, dog.
It's okay. I'm not even lying to you. We knew like the main connect to the cartel when we were living in Tucson. We knew this cat. This cat, like we ridden with this cat. This cat would come to our clubs, but I couldn't
Bro,
put.
right now, bro. I mean, I don't want to know anything about all what you're just saying.
So
This
listen.
whole cartel thing.
So
I'm
listen.
good.
Listen.
I'm
Listen.
good, homie.
So the whole time I couldn't figure it out. I could smell something weird on the cat, right? I was like, nah, bro, there's something weird on this cat. Like we gotta not be too close, man. We don't need to like hang out with him on the weekend type of thing. You dig
Right,
where I'm
right.
going? And Adelaide's like, no, he made his money in stocks, dude. That's what he told me. What? I swear to you. Hold on. Hold on.
All right, go ahead.
So I didn't, but I still clever. I still didn't know what was up, right? Like it's one of those ones, you know. It's like something smells wrong.
Right.
There's just a little too much. How does that? How do you have that money? So, and I'm not gonna ask, you know.
Right, right, right,
All
right.
right. Smash cut to 8 months ago. We had a guest on our show who knew the same cat that I'm telling you about right now.
Right.
Okay, after the show, you'll see we hang out in the green room, we talk a little bit. And this cat just starts telling us stories from back in the 90s when we were in radio with him. We're like, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then he goes, oh, yeah, you know so and so? And I was like, yeah. He goes, yeah, he was like number 2 to the cartel. I was like, I know he was dirty. And Adelaide's like, you were right, Mike. That's the thing. So he says, you know, he says, hey, this dude Clever, he's a cholo. I said, okay, is he this fellow that I just ratted out, so I'm not going to say his name, cholo, or you know, cartel cholo, or is he there's a guy we called him payaso. Is he a payaso cholo? He was like, yeah,
Right.
somewhere in the middle. But I'm like, nah, dude, this guy's not. I mean, like, but you do look like a cholo, Clever, and you do understand cholos terrorize Mexican neighborhoods. So what do you expect, man? Sorry, bro. It is what
Well,
it
check it
is.
out, bro. It's like this. You know, I got all this for a reason. You know what I mean, I got 3 daughters, and you know, when they always want to come show their boyfriend or anything like that, let me holler at you, homie. Yeah, it's intimidation. That's all it is. Dude. Just intimidation. But again, it's like this at the barbershop, you know, Rosedale.
Oh
A
yeah,
lot
we're
of
talking
people
about
have.
Tinder. I gotta tell you
Oh
my
yeah, my
Tinder.
bad.
I gotta tell you my Tinder story. So the kids
Oh,
come in,
handle,
right?
handle.
Yeah, these kids are coming in and they're showing me the same thing that you're showing, right? Like, oh yeah, what about this? What about this? Right? And I'm telling them, I say, listen, I promise you this. That's not what she looks like. All you're seeing is the neck and the face. Oh no,
The
no. I said,
angle.
okay. I said, I'm gonna show you a girl. So I went to. I'm not gonna say her name. I almost said it. I went to high school with this girl. I'm not gonna say her name. It just almost flew out of my mouth like the F word did earlier. And all her pictures, right? I mean, she looked like she could be in Lowrider magazine. Just, oh, you know, the pretty face, all made up and everything. Boom, 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 boom. But here's the rub. She got a picture taken with her in Vegas of her and Manny Pacquiao. Now, here's the thing, Clever. Name any Mexican woman who ever had a picture with Manny Pacquiao wouldn't have to put that picture on the Facebook. It ain't gonna happen, right? They're all gonna put him on there. But it was a full body shot, bro. So you saw the whole thing, bro. You saw the whole frame. I said, all these pictures look nice, huh, fellas? Yeah, yeah. I said, what about this? Hello, Manny. And I show it to them. And they go, oh, and I go, that's what them girls on Tinder are, bro. Quit messing around.
Bam, right?
Dude, this goes back to our early radio days too, Mike. Remember Paco would tell us about the girls that call in on the radio. Two things. They're not going to be good looking or they're going to be crazy.
And we didn't believe
both.
them.
And we're like, I'm still going to go meet her after work.
Never believed them.
I'll go meet her at 7-Eleven at 3 a.m. in the morning because she sounds cute. But yeah.
It was all awful. Bro, if you would have saw the litany of horrible women that Adley dated. My goodness.
I believe that. I believe that.
I dated some bad chicks too, dude. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
we had our old co-host on one night. This young lady, her name was Vicky Valle. So she was on our show, and she looked up and she goes, "I remember you were dating that crazy girl," and both of us go, "Which one of us?" Because we both. Anyways, yeah.
And which crazy girl?
All right, what's our last story, bro?
All right. Time for one more. And this is about Nicki Minaj. She talks about Kanye West and how he turned her down for a Yeezy collab because of Kim Kardashian. Nicki disclosed in her latest interview that she almost had a Yeezy collaboration, but the business idea never came to life because the fashion mogul declined to work with her in favor of his now ex-wife, Kim Kardashian. Nicki had previously disclosed that she had done a feature with Kanye for the song New Body, but Kanye West never released it. He hasn't given responses to why, but now the latest revelation by Minaj has Barb's fans chewing out Kanye and coming up with their own theories as why Ye did not allow Minaj the Yeezy collab. Now, she sat down with Joe Budden and they spoke about several things, including fashion and her successful partnership with Fendi, blah, blah, blah. Let me jump down to where it talks about Kanye here. I told Kanye about that. I was like, hey, look, I'm about to do something. I just wanted to make sure I spoke to you first. And he is like, well, if I did something with you, I think my wife probably wouldn't love that idea because I should be giving that to my wife instead. If I was doing a female version of Yeezys or whatever, it probably should go to my wife. So that's why.
Oh, I thought it was a collab with music.
It was. It sounds like now that I'm reading this into it, there was one put together or planned, but it didn't happen because Kanye's like, nah.
He should be collabing with his wife in fashion rather than collabing with her
Nicki
in music.
on music.
That's what he's saying?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know. I don't know if I... He's a crazy person, though, dude, that Kanye West. What do you say, Clever? You get us out of this one. Go ahead.
Look, man. Look, Kanye is a freaking genius, dude.
Yeah.
I don't care what people say. You know what I mean? This guy has done... You know, I mean, if you haven't seen his freaking bio or his freaking... Even Netflix thing that came out, you know what I mean? I knew that then, dude. This guy was he's a freaking genius, dude.
He's an amazing producer. I'll say that.
Right.
And his first album was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'll also say he's a great businessman, and I'll also say he knows fashion. But doesn't it seem like he's off? Like he's cuckoo? Like something's wrong?
Maybe he's just saying that for the media. You know what I mean?
To make more money.
It could be all just a freaking. You know what I mean? That's what I think.
Yeah.
I had that theory at one point. I had a theory that like he had a team of writers around him, and he'd be like, all right, who's got the crazy idea today? And they'd be like, okay, wear this mask that's just a weird white head on top of your thing. Okay. You think I'll get in the papers if I do it? Yeah, of course. Okay, cool. You know?
See, the thing is though, it's like people, us, anybody, I mean, we want to see what's going on in the world or the freaking. To me, dude, it's just a hoax, bro. All this stuff. Yeah, dude, it's like a lot of the time. I do have Facebook. You know what I mean? I still look. I was on that thing a lot more than I do now. You know what I mean? It's just like whatever. You know what I mean? Instagram, yeah, it gets old sometimes. You know what I mean?
I don't want to hear everybody's opinions about the politics. That's my thing, dude. I don't really care about your politics. I don't mind seeing your food. I also don't mind knowing what club you're going to be at. I don't mind, you showing a good night out with your wife. Things like that. I think that's cool. The little, family birthday party you went to, the little weekend getaway you got to. I like to see that on Facebook. How you
Right.
feel about the president? Dude, I don't leave that. You don't have to give that to me. It's none of my business. That's how I feel.
Right, right. Well, I mean, it's like this, dude. I like to know a part of everything. You know what I mean? You know, history, if we can, religion, everything. Because when I'm cutting hair, this person want to bring something up, and I have
Oh
to
yeah,
talk about it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And I don't want to act like an idiot. You mean like I don't know what they're talking about? They're
yeah, yeah,
talking
yeah.
about freaking Russia or whatever. You mean? A lot of people don't want to talk about that. A lot of people. I remember they told me at the barbershop, don't talk about religion, politics, or sports. I'm like,
Hmm.
you have to talk sports,
Dude,
dude. You know what I mean?
all we
Yeah.
talk about at my shop is religion, politics, and sports. At my shop, I'm like, yeah, man. I'm like, you can talk about whatever you want. If you
Right.
don't agree with one another, that's fine, but you have to be civil, and it can't be an
Right.
emotional response. You
Right.
have to, and if you have facts, you're good. But
Right.
usually, sometimes I'll be having conversations and I just shut it up. Like I'll be like, "Oh, bro, we gotta stop talking about this because so and so's coming in." Like, because I don't want to ruffle anything. You know?
Yeah. It's funny, dude, because the way I look, and a lot of cops, judges come into my shop, bro, and the first time they'll look at me and they're like, "You the only one here?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Is the owner tied up in the back?
Yeah, but they're like, well, I need a haircut, so I guess I'll take this guy. You know what I mean? So I talk to them, boom, 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 boom. When they're done, they were like, you know what? You're not that bad of a guy. I'm like, shit,
Why
what
would
did you
you
think I
think I
was,
was
dude?
gonna
You
be
know
a
what I mean?
bad guy? Yeah,
Like, thanks.
I know.
Just the way I look, though. You know what I mean?
Wear
That's
a
the way I
ball
look.
cap. I'm Pelon also, so I wear a ball cap. But listen, so when did you start barbering? So I mean, your hands didn't work, and you DJ and barber. Isn't that amazing to you, Adley?
Both of those things take good hand skills. You know what
Well,
I'm saying?
and
Dude,
I'm
it's crazy.
I guess you
Yeah.
got a one chair shop, correct?
No, I have
It's a big
7.
shop.
Seven
Yeah.
chairs.
No, or 6. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7.
You better know how many you got because those them better be rented out, bro. They all better be rented out. You better be making some paper on them chairs. I only talk to hustlers on this show.
Yeah,
So,
right. No. I got 5 working right now, and then I got me, so that's 6.
so did it start off like backyard haircuts? I'm assuming. Man, this episode's got to close down. Oh, hold on. You know what? Next time you come on, Clever, we're gonna talk about that.
We got to
Yeah, yeah.
expand on the barbershop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next time,
Yeah.
next time we come on, we're gonna talk about that.
Oh, that's
All
a
right, guys.
whole different thing,
Oh,
right
don't
there.
even worry
bro.
about it, bro. Trust me. We got plenty of time to talk to you.
I told
man.
Clever about
This
an
is
hour
awesome.
to an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, sorry
were
guys.
both
We went
confused. That's
super
okay.
long on this one.
Great guest, though.
Yeah,
so.
awesome guest and Clever. Trust me, we're gonna have you back. You know what? We're gonna start doing these things where we pair people up too. So we're gonna find the person that pisses you off the most and make you come on the show with them.
Or DJ
Right?
Rec. Maybe we'll get you with Rec.
Yeah,
That'd be
yeah.
super
That'd be cool.
dope to have
That'd
him
be
with
cool.
Rec.
I
Yeah,
don't
that'd
really
be
know
super
Rec,
dope to
but
have him with
I
Rec.
know he's cool.
I actually talked to Randy a couple days ago, and I was like, "Hey, fool, I'm gonna tell Adelaide to put you on, bro. If
Yeah.
Okay.
you want to talk to me, yeah, you need to bring him in, dude."
No, we should
cool.
bring both of you in.
At the
I'm
same
telling
time.
you. Yeah, definitely. We did that with Wifey and and Redeem.
Redeem.
Oh man, dude, that show was phenomenal. Dude, we
Yeah.
Right.
haven't had a bad show if it was a DJ. There's been a lot of fun shows. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please follow us on Facebook. We're at 5,500. And
YouTube, yeah.
YouTube, or I'm sorry, yeah. YouTube, we're 5,500.
Brothers
Follow us
Podcast.
on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and Clapper. All right, but we're hanging up right now. All right, we'll see you guys next week
Next
and in the
week.
midday getaway. And